YouTube? It's up YouTube. It's Red, and I want to talk about Gfinity 2. Now I know that this is after, it's probably a few days, later than I had planned. But I guess Gfinity 2 was so good it made me sick. I don't know. I ended up sick the day, literally, right after it went off. I don't know. I just got sick. I've been in bed for a few days. I don't know if you guys can tell. Kind of just woke up. But, so, we're gonna get right down to it. And, I'm sorry, the first thing I want to talk about right now is Karma's Diffuse. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I would not have ever had the nads to go for that. I wouldn't have. I thought he was setting up to, shoot him, or knife him in the back or something. I didn't. And then I was like, oh my god, he's going for the diffuse. I jumped up out of my chair and I was like, oh my god, fuck yes. I did. I was yelling. It was a pretty magical moment, I would say. That was probably my favorite part of Gfinity 2. I know complexity won, but all anyone can talk about. Also, Karma, he went on like a 25 or 28 kill streak. I mean, he was just unstoppable. I mean, before then, I wasn't really a fan of them, but now I'm definitely a fan. Okay, he definitely made me a believer out of them because he's amazing. I love him. I really do. I love Envious now. Like, those are the two teams that I have definitely gained respect for are TK and Envious. I definitely have respect for them, and I definitely really like them. I'm a fan of them now, but I wasn't before, just because they weren't really that known, and just out of what I've seen, they weren't really bringing it to the table. But I don't know what has happened. I mean, Envious is looking so strong. I mean, Merc, and then Karma, I don't know, they were just a really good fit. Okay, they definitely held their own, and that shocked a lot of people, and it shocked me, I'm not gonna lie, it shocked me. But they really made a believer out of me. And TK, where the fuck did they come from? I mean, they blew my mind. It was amazing. Unite. We have to talk about Unite. Okay, they won packs. Everyone's expecting them to come in and, just take this competition by storm. And they got eliminated. I mean, guys, I couldn't believe it. I'm still having a hard time processing it, but I'm also having a hard time processing Optic. I mean, JCap is not a good fit for them. I'm just gonna put that out there. Optic fans, go ahead and hate me. I am an Optic fan, but they're starting to dwindle that. As far as, I'm not really a competitive fan of them that much anymore after that performance. But, each individual person did good besides JCap, and, Big Timer, he pulled out some stuff. Scumpy pretty much carried them. It was pretty much Scumpy and Big Timer would pick up some. JCap and Nadeshot were definitely the lowest ones, but, again, I'm still a big fan of Nadeshot and Scumpy. I will support them. I do love them. I'm still an Optic fan, but I don't know, they gotta turn it around. They've got to turn it around. They got to do something different, because it's just not working for them. It's just not working for them. They need to do something different. I mean, I think that they probably lost a lot of people after that. I mean, I like them as YouTubers, and again, I will see them as COD pros, but as far as competitive, I think they're kind of like FaZe. They're more on YouTube than they are in the competitive. Like, their heads and their mindset are more in YouTube than in competitive. And I can understand that, because they could probably make more off of YouTube. And be more liked off of YouTube than competitive. I mean, look at Complexity. You know, people are hating on them, you know, and they're not really as much on YouTube. But again, you know, they're seen as the best, okay? Optic is just kind of seen as the YouTube team that has kind of given up on competitive. I mean, guys, do you want that name out there for yourself? Because that's what you're getting, okay? Go look at anything on Google. Everyone is just calling you the team that has given up. And honestly, after that performance, like, if you guys don't pick it up during this Full Sail event, I really think that you guys are probably, I won't be surprised if I see that you guys quit competitive. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I know FaZe hasn't quit competitive, but I really would not be surprised if I hear an announcement in the next year that you guys are quitting competitive, unless you do something different. If you do something different, I mean, guys, you gotta get that drive. You just gotta get that drive. You gotta get that determination. But you gotta do something different. I'm just gonna lay it out there for you. Now, Envious, call me a little spiteful, but I was so happy because I'm a big Merc fan, and so I was so happy that his team did so much better than Optic. I mean, I was really, really happy that his team did better than Optic because, you know, that kind of helps him and that gives him that drive. Now, I don't understand the whole personal issue that went on, you know, but again, I'm still a Merc fan, and I'm glad that his team did really good. He definitely made a believer out of me on Envious, and I think he's a better fit for Envious than he was Optic. I think he's gonna soar and do amazing things in the COD community. Complexity, my boys took it home. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you guys can go check my Twitter. I did kind of rant at them a little bit because they lost that first map, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, it's done. It's done. Because that's one of their best is Hardpoint, and that's one of their best maps. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? You cannot, no. I mean, you can't let them trump over your turf. And I was a little disappointed, and I was, you know, kind of ticked off that they lost. And then all that, I mean, because I don't know, I mean, because I was already upset about the whole Envious thing, but I don't know. But my boys brought it home. They picked it up. Crim6, you just gotta give it to him, okay? Crim6 just fucking took it. He took it and ran. I mean, it was literally the Crim6 show. However, I will say that Clayster did pick it up, okay? If you look at the last Gfinity, you know, he didn't do so good. He was usually on the bottom. But this time, he was actually making good plays. I mean, he pulled his own, I would say. He pulled his own. He definitely picked up then from when the last Gfinity. However, you know, it's still Crim6. You know, Ace did good with those sniper shots that he got in the standoff search, but you still gotta give it to Crim6. I mean, that guy is a god. He made a believer out of me. For a while, I was mostly a Clayster, obviously, fan, and I was an Ace fan. You know, just because of Anaheim, I was a big, you know, Clayster and Ace fan. And Gfinity, you know, I was still, you know, Clayster and Ace. I kind of started to see kind of what Crim6 did, you know, and after Gfinity 2, man, I love you. You definitely made a believer out of me. I'm gonna start watching you. I'm gonna subscribe to your YouTube channel and everything. And I'm gonna support you now because you're a fucking beast. I mean, you could carry that team. But yeah, I just wanted to take a few minutes to kind of go over what happened in Gfinity 2. My thoughts in there, because you guys know I was talking about it being a comeback, what teams were gonna come back. Obviously, the only team that came back and made their comeback was Complexity, as Optic and Unite were taken out. However, Merc, he picked up, and TK picked up. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's pretty good. I just still can't get over that Ninja Defuse. I just keep thinking about it. I mean, I've probably watched it about 30 times. Like, that was probably the highlight of his life, because that was epic. That's definitely what he's gonna be known for. I don't quite remember what player it was that he got the ninja defuse on, but if you think about it, there was 3 Unite members, all on that A-bomb, and he was the only one alive. Somebody should have heard him. I don't know why they didn't hear him, I don't know why they didn't check the bomb, but they didn't, you know, and that's the thing about S&D. I am an S&D champion, and when you just plant and then jump up and run away and don't even turn around to look at it, that's a big mistake, and that's what they made. They made a huge mistake with that, but I think it could have been a game changer for Unite. But you know, this Full Sail University event is coming up tomorrow, actually. Also Dallas, which I will be watching both of them, and I'm just gonna go and put my predictions in right now. Again, guys, out of the lineup, you know, FaZe isn't gonna, I don't really think FaZe is gonna come up and do anything. I don't think, you know, MBS won't be there. Complexity is gonna be there, Unite and Optic. Now, you know, Optic obviously still has JCap, so I'm not quite sure how well they're gonna do. If they've done some strategy, then good, but I haven't really seen that they were doing anything. You know, I don't know. I really don't think their drive's there. So, I'm calling it to Complexity, but I think it's gonna come down. I think Unite's gonna come hard. I was just looking at some Twitter stuff. Parasite was talking about how his team was the most prepared. So, you know, I think it could go either way, but again, Complexity's just been so strong with Crim 6 right now that I'm gonna call it as Complexity, but I think it could come down to the wire between Unite and Complexity. So, I'm just gonna put that out there. As far as Dallas, I'm not really sure on who all's gonna be there. So I'm just gonna kind of leave that up as a surprise. I know I played with Quantic, Flawless, and Soar, and I played with a few other people that are going to Dallas. They were on League Play the other night. I played with them, and so because I played with them, I'm gonna say that I think they're gonna take it. But again, I'm not sure. I haven't really seen them too much in competitive, so I'm not sure who's gonna take UMG Dallas. Gonna kind of leave it up in the air, but I will be back to do another vlog after this Full Sail event and after UMG Dallas, talk about what happened during both of these events. Also, I will be covering these events on Twitter. For anyone that can't watch the streams or that doesn't want to follow esports nation, then I will be covering Twitter to tell you guys play-by-play what goes on at both of these events. I should be able to cover both of them and let you guys know what happens. So, see you on the next vlog.